Wow, talk about bad timing, man. I think it's fair to say that Captain America: Brave New World has had a rocky ride these past few months, what with all the delays and the reshoots and the spiraling budgets and the growing public apathy towards the film. But hey ho, sometimes you just have to soldier through, right? And with the movie finally in the can and the premiere just a couple of weeks away, maybe the worst was finally behind them now. All they really had to do was stay the course, keep their mouths shut and...
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations.
Oh. The comments in question come from a press event in Rome a couple of weeks ago where Anthony Mackie shared his thoughts on what Captain America means to him and others. And wow, talk about a bad choice of words.
This is kind of like
Are you dumb or something?
It's funny, because you can tell by the way he's stumbling and hesitating after he said it, that he knew he'd fucked up and was desperately scrambling for a way to recover, only to make the whole thing even worse.
It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable.
See, when you base your premise on excluding America from the character's identity, even though he's called Captain America, and then go on to list all of his virtues like keeping his word and doing the right thing, you're implicitly suggesting that those very traits no longer represent what America is as a country. And well, that's not exactly a popular sentiment right now, both from a character and a cultural point of view. Patriotism's always been at the core of who Captain America is as a character. It's the very reason he joined the army and risked his life to be part of the Super Soldier program in the first place, because he wanted to fight and defend not just America, but American values of freedom, justice and equality. He represents the ideals and aspirations of the greatest generation, the men who fought and sacrificed to make the world we live in today, men who loved their country and in return were loved by it. To take that away from him is to hollow out the core of who he is, and it demonstrates a real lack of understanding of what makes him such a timeless hero in the first place. The other reason is cultural. American national pride seems to be going through a bit of a comeback these days. Can't imagine what that feels like. And our tolerance for rich, opinionated Hollywood celebrities is at an all-time low. I can definitely imagine what that feels like. Combine these two factors together and you've got a powder keg just waiting to explode, and it seems like Anthony Mackie might just be the match. The thing is, I actually like Mackie as an actor, and until now he's generally been pretty solid when it comes to interviews like this.
I take my kids to the movies to see Avengers. It's $150. I'm like, I don't even want to see myself that much.
So I really want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. It might be that because he was in Europe instead of America, he was trying to find common ground with his audience and emphasize the character's universal heroic appeal. Shit man, he might even have been fed talking points like this by some dumbass PR advisor from Marvel. The backlash though has gotten so bad that he even had to come out and clarify his position with an official statement. Let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honour of a lifetime. I've got the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to. Again, I don't pretend to know the guy, so I'd prefer to believe that he's telling the truth here, and this has all been a big misunderstanding caused by a poor choice of words. Either way though, it all contributes to a generally negative atmosphere that seems to be building around this movie and Mackie's version of the Captain America character. Let's not forget that the last time we saw Sam Wilson with the shield, it was in the racially and politically charged Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a show that saw racism around literally every corner, that tried to frame violent terrorists who murder innocent people because they want free stuff as sympathetic anti-heroes.
The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. I mean, this girl died trying to stop you. And no one has stopped for 1 second to ask why.
And whose genius solution to complex social and political problems requiring years of diplomacy and compromise was...
You've gotta do better, Senator.
And the thing is, that show didn't even resonate particularly well at the time, when all of this ridiculous stuff was arguably at its peak. But holy shit man, have things changed since then. Americans have gotten a bit tired of being told that their country sucks by elitist pricks who only exist because of the very privilege it provides, and for a lot of MCU fans, Sam Wilson kind of represents that cynical, anti-patriotic, anti-American era of Marvel filmmaking. Someone who was literally handed the achievements of a guy who fought and sacrificed more than he ever did, and then had the brass neck to complain about it afterwards. In short, I think a lot of people were just looking for reasons to hate this film, and whether he meant to or not, Anthony Mackie might just have given them exactly what they were looking for. The only question now is whether Captain America can hope to survive the firestorm. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.